NFL fans are lying to you about how Drake Maye played in the North Carolina Clemson game. Now, obviously, Drake Maye didn't have the best stats. 16 out of 36 for 209 yards. That's just a 44.4% completion percentage. Just one touchdown, one pick, and 4 times sacked with a 96.8 passer rating and a 77.5 QBR. Now, you might be thinking, well, Randy, with stats like that, how do you expect me to believe it's not Drake Maye's fault? Simple. I watched the film, and now you're going to too. Here's a play from very early in the game that's going to set the tone for what I mean when I say it's not Drake Maye's fault that they struggled to score points against Clemson. You're going to get a play here early on in the game. Receivers have already struggled to get separation early on, and this is just another example of it. You're going to get the bottom of the screen, a slant, a slot fade, and then a crossing route with an out route from the tight end up at the top of the screen in their 3-by-1 formation with the running back to the left side. So they are in a 4-strong Clemson man aligns to this. They are not hiding at all what coverage they run. They run man coverage, one high safety, and you're going to see right off the ball here, this receiver at the bottom of the screen gets jammed like none other, is unable to get into his break. The play dies because of it. Drake Maye has to extend the play a little bit, get past the line of scrimmage, and he ends up picking 5 up on the run instead. Now North Carolina brings their tight end in motion here. You're going to see the safeties rotate. So the safeties jump down into a one high look. North Carolina is running flood. So you're going to get a go route, an out route, and then the shoot from the running back after the play action. Both tight ends block, and you're going to see Clemson bottle this play up. Ball gets snapped, out route gets no separation. Drake Maye actually throws the ball well here. No separation created. All right, guys, watch closely on this one and try to figure out what the center's doing. If you couldn't figure out what the center was doing, don't beat yourself up. I also have no idea. Let's look at what happens when Drake Maye is given an opportunity to succeed just a little. We got a one high safety look again. Clemson loving cover one man against this North Carolina receiving core. It's been doing well for them. Now you're just going to have a one-on-one opportunity at the top of your screen, and Drake Maye is going to take it. He has just enough time in the pocket. They block the running back. They know they're getting 5 sent at them. They know that safety in the middle of the field is going to be on that running back more than likely, so he's not going to have to drop back deep, and he's going to count on his wide receiver winning press coverage. He steps up into the pocket, feels the rush, delivers a beautiful ball, and then the receiver gets tackled at the 1-yard line. If there is one thing I could say that I would prefer Drake Maye do differently, when he snaps the ball, he gets his head right pretty much immediately. Keep your eyes in the middle of the field for just a beat. Hold that safety, because that safety reacts in the NFL. Going to be a lot closer of a play. I'd prefer, especially throwing to the boundary, that you get your eyes on that safety in the middle of the field and hold them for a moment before delivering this strike downfield. And again, very nicely thrown ball in stride. Now here North Carolina is running a Yankee concept. You're going to get a crosser, a clear out to the side the crosser is heading to, and then a shallow route. Clemson showing man coverage the way they have been playing all game long. They actually play a zone here, and you're going to see they don't do a phenomenal job passing it off. The linebacker closest to the outside receiver that takes the crosser gives up leverage vertical, gets beat deep, expecting middle safety help. He gets none of it, and it turns into a touchdown. Watch him turn his hips there, allow him to pass by. The clear out route takes away all the deep zones. Now Drake Maye just has to buy enough time with a free rusher coming right at him, and he delivers a beautiful ball off his back foot. This play is one of my favorite plays, and it's a great example of Drake Maye's ability to go through progression and understand concepts. He understands how to progress through a concept here, and he looks very comfortable. He checks his front side concept. You'll see he gets back, eyes are left. All right, doesn't like it. Now eyes are middle. Checking the crossing route, crossing his face. Doesn't like that either. Back foot hits. He's already on his third read, and the ball's already coming out immediately, and he throws a dart over the middle of the field. That is excellent execution. This play right here, another good example of Drake Maye being comfortable in the pocket, not forcing the ball, and taking what the defense gives him once he gets to the read he is comfortable with throwing. North Carolina is running 3 curls. You got the curl to the boundary, curl to the top of the screen, and then the hook in the middle of the field. Drake Maye wants to go to this boundary curl, and when he sees the corner sit on it, He holds onto the ball, sits in the pocket, and then works his way to the backside. And you'll see right here, blitz comes. It's a man blitz again. Corner sits, so he steps up in the pocket and then delivers. And it's a small gain, but it's better than losing yards. This time, North Carolina has a shot play dialed up, so they're going to run play action. They're running a slot fade and a hitch. If the defender over the slot receiver flies to the hitch, that means it is cover 3. You're going to try and hit this hitch before he gets there if the spacing was better. Because the spacing is not better, it tells me they are confident that it is going to be man coverage. They've planned all the way for man coverage. They're just running this hitch to keep that outside corner out of the way. They get the play action off, and you're going to see here, when they get the play action off, he flips his hips, puts his back foot in the ground, and fires it in there on time, and it's a gorgeous ball that gets dropped. Here's a play where Drake Maye gives his receiver a chance at the ball, despite the fact that it doesn't get open. No one gets open to his initial side, but he's going to drop back and sling it, and I don't have a problem with this decision. He's expecting the receiver to win his route against the corner on the C route, where he's breaking in and then back out to the corner. They're basically running a bench switch here. Receiver underneath on the stack is going to run an out route, and Drake Maye is just going to get a high-low on that when both players are covered. Probably want to work to the backside, see if you can get that dig in there, but knowing it's a one high safety and that dig is going to be driven on by the safety makes it difficult. So he's going to take his drop back here, step up, and deliver a strike downfield away from the safety, trying to give his receiver a chance, unable to connect. Now, North Carolina, it is 3rd and 20. This is the second to last drive of the game. They're down by 11. There's about 4.5 minutes to go in the game at this point. They got to get a big play here. They call a crossing concept. So to the bottom of the screen, you're going to have a fade and an out route, commonly the front side read in the crossing concept, since the crossing concept itself is a longer developing route. So you want that front side concept to read first to progress to the crossing route. And then you progress to the crossing route, and then the end of the play is the dig. Clemson's going to play a defense they've played all game long successfully. They rush 5. They're going to play man-on-man across the board with a one high safety helper. One of the 5 pass rushers will serve as a QB spy as well if he gets blocked. So they snap the ball, drop back, pressure breaks down. Ideally, at this point right here, if the pocket stays clean, Drake Maye will be able to step up and deliver this to the crossing route. It's going to win against this man coverage. Instead, pressure gets there. He gets flushed out. Now he's got to buy time. And now, thanks to the running back working upfield as well, he can't throw the ball to the sideline on the broken play. He has to put the ball behind and away from the defensive back, running with the running back. And the ball gets knocked down. And now it is 4th and 20, and the game is pretty much over. I wanted to break down Drake Maye's interception in this game. It's the final throw of the game for him on their last possession. They run a curl route to the boundary here. Drake Maye wants to throw this ball on time. Honestly, this is an interception more than any interception you can chalk up to poor route running and a good play by the corner. Should Drake Maye have thrown it? No. I think you need to get your eyes to the corner and understand if he's not backpedaling, if he doesn't turn his hips, that ball can't come out. But it is the receiver's job to get that corner to turn their hips. I mean, they're down 2 scores and there's a little over a minute to go. Logically, should be a deep shot taken. The route was so poor, the corner was completely unconvinced of any deep route being ran. He completely jumps the play and picks it off and effectively ends the game. So just wanted to point out this play right here for the box score watchers. The one interception he did have really falls more on the receiver than it does the quarterback. Drake Maye is a very solid quarterback prospect. He moves well in and out of the pocket. He's got a very solid arm. He goes through his progressions very well. Anyone who tells you the Clemson game was his fault is lying to you. That's it for this video, but if you want to keep watching more breakdowns, click this video right here.